Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new, and if you're new, please subscribe. And on this video, I'm going to give a detailed review of the Beyblade Burst Dynamite Battle Custom BeyLauncher LR. But before we begin, please click on the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I make a new post. Please share this video, like this video, and leave a comment. Also follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. All of the links are in the description down below. So before we start with the actual launcher, I would just like to show you some things from the cardboard packaging. There are actually information here that would help you, maintain your launcher's good condition. I mean, like, there are instructions here that you shouldn't do, but I thought it was normal to do. So yeah, mind blown. So basically what they want here is for you to pull this, to not pull it when it is not fully assembled, because it will be locked. I'll show you this one later. And when you launch, here, this part right here, I don't know if you can relate, but I've seen a lot of kids doing this. So when you put your Beyblade on, you kind of like twist it a little bit just to make sure it's locked, but you don't do it that this would actually bend. See? Do not force it like that. So you're not supposed to do that, but I keep seeing people like they keep on twisting this like so much, especially with the older launchers. Yeah, and apparently you're not supposed to do that. Like right here, see? You're not supposed to make this do that. X. Another thing is when you pull the string, it has to be straight. And based on my understanding here, the only time that the string goes like this is when you release this. So therefore, you're not supposed to release this when you launch. Remember when you pull the string and you release this? You're not supposed to do that because the instruction tells us that this should not go back like this or like that. And the only way to assure this is if you launch, you don't let go of this and then you immediately bring it back. You launch and you immediately bring it back. Now, I've seen in tournaments where when you release this, it gets tangled up with the opponent's Beyblade or the opponent's launcher. And yeah, you don't want that because it will ruin your launcher or your opponent's Beyblade. Apparently, we are not supposed to do those things. And it is actually shown in the Takara Tomy cardboard instructions. It's just information to ensure that your launchers are going to be in good condition for a long time. But it's your toy, do whatever you want. It's really up to you guys. But yeah, that information is to make sure that these last longer because they're getting expensive. They're getting more expensive. So let's proceed with the review. So, how do you know first that it is an LR launcher and a single spin launcher, except for the fact that it has R and L in it? With an LR launcher, the Beyblade connectors are shaped like this, while in a single spin launcher, it's usually shaped like this. That's pretty much the difference. So, the parts of the Custom BeyLauncher LR is the gear unit, where you can see this main gear right here. The core unit, because it is the center of the entire launcher. And the spin unit, which makes the Beyblade spin. And what you do is, this is how I do it. I put the spin unit first. There. And you will see here, there's actually a tab that goes right there. So there. And then you put this on to whichever spin that you like. Then you lock it. So I want it to be right. You'll know what spin your launcher is in if the gear unit is actually showing the letter. If you want to change spin, I usually remove this first because it's the easier part to remove. And then this actually attaches very firmly, so you don't want to pull this. Just push it here at the side and it will release there. Now, when the spin unit and the gear unit is not attached, you cannot actually pull this. You will be able to pull it slightly, but this will lock. Look, it will move. So if you pull this without the gear and spin unit, that's it. You won't be able to pull it. Alright? Now, the question is, can you mix and match the parts? So we're gonna put the black gear unit, spin unit, and the red gear unit. So there. That's why they're called Custom BeyLaunchers. We're basically going to customize their appearance. So you can do that, and that's actually good because, you can be creative with how you want your launcher to look. Now, let's talk about the appearance. And yeah, I really like it. It's thicker than your older, like your Superking launcher. It's a little bit thicker, and the Superking launcher is kind of more wider. The part where you connect the grip is actually more forwarded here compared to this. So at the back, as you can see, your grip will be here, and the spin unit will be right here at the back. Unlike here, they totally align. See? This is the old LR launcher, where basically it is far more easier to change mode. Like, oh, it's left spin. See? I was already able to change the mode or the spin in just like a second. Oh, are we gonna use right spin? Okay, see? It was pretty easy to use, but the problem with this is, with more heavier base coming out, if the Beyblade is 60 grams up, you can feel that it's struggling and you're probably like skipping gears inside. With the Superking launcher, it works well with heavier Beyblades, and you can actually feel the weight of the Beyblade as it spins underneath before it releases. With this one though, you can barely feel like you're pulling something. When you pull it, all you feel is the string coming out. You can't feel the weight of the Beyblade. I think the reason for that is because, well, in physics and study of mechanics, the more gears there are, the more they share the workload, and it becomes easier for whoever is pulling. Unlike with this one, probably this one has like 4 or 5 gears inside. This probably has more or has bigger gears inside. So it kind of lessened the workload. Me personally, I prefer feeling the weight of the Beyblade when you pull it. That's just me, but with this one, you won't feel the Beyblade. Like, I've tried this with the 70 grams, 80 grams combo, and you can barely feel them spinning. You can barely feel the weight. All you feel is just the string coming out. Now, I don't know if it's just my copy, but as you can see, I have 2 different launchers here. That one is from the entry set that came with the recolor of Belial and the clear stadium. The other one is the single release, the regular launcher. So this one, when I first used it, I can feel like it's not smooth. Like, it's not smooth to operate. But this one actually felt better. I don't know if is it because this is more premium, or is it because this is more expensive. It's part of the set. But yeah, it's something to take note of when you're buying more launchers, because they're going to release more launchers. But definitely this, if you can get this, I feel like this performs better compared to this. Why are the launchers getting more powerful compared to the launchers before? 2 reasons. Beyblades are getting heavier, and stadiums are actually more anti-stamina. If you have the DB stadium or the Dash stadium, you know that the Beyblade would hit the walls or just moving around, not hitting each other. Basically, you need a launcher that's powerful enough to make sure that your Beyblade spins more. You hit the walls, you move around, you dodge each other. it will just consume all of your stamina and you haven't made any hits. The more powerful the launcher is, the better for these stadiums. So the next LR launcher that's going to be released is the Savior Valkyrie's launcher, and we'll do a comparison with these two, because that one is going to come with a power gear, which is different from these. So that's it for this review. I didn't show the length of the string. Just take my word for it. These two are similar. Definitely they're longer than the older LR, and similar with this. And I didn't count the spin, which we will do when we get the Valkyrie launcher. So yeah. Now, I would already recommend you getting these because the Beyblades are getting heavier, and yeah, you need more power launches with the stadiums that they are releasing. So definitely a must-have. And realistically, this is getting outdated. This used to be my favorite, but right now it's getting outdated. But this one can still be used, the sparking launchers. I prefer the looks of the DB launchers, but the sparking launchers is what I use the most because I like feeling how the Beyblades weigh when you're pulling it. Compared to this, you can barely feel the weight of the Beyblade. Oh, and I would just like to show they are compatible with your older generation grips. So I have a carabiner. I don't have the regular standard grips because, you know, I prefer carabiner. So that's how it's going to look like. And as I mentioned a while ago, it's not going to be aligned, so you have to adjust your launch. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.